I need to see this video. For some
It's
reason, I haven't. You didn't
you
pin this. That's why.
I didn't
Yeah,
because people
yeah.
got so mad. And I'm like, how are you gonna get mad over how some other person asked me to clean their house? I expected
Because
this video to go nowhere.
yeah, like no, it's just the weirdest thing because I feel like when you wet your ceiling, it's eventually gonna fall off, right?
This yeah. But like that's the so I showed it because like it was that mop and bucket thing where you can like wring it out and it like
Yeah.
squeegees out all the rest. I got it because I'm super lazy and I have a lot of houses to clean when I was a house cleaner. And to clean this lady's house as a move out clean, she was a sweet person. I loved her, but her house was dirty and very dusty because of all the incense and stuff.
Mm.
So knowing that I had to do a move out clean with cleaning like all the walls and everything to get ready for the next tenant, I was like, I don't want to go through with my hands and scrub it all and keep
I
wringing it
mean,
out.
yeah, I
So
wouldn't touch anything either. You don't
exactly.
know. You don't know what they do in the house.
Yeah. So like I'd use that little mop and bucket and like squeegee it before doing the walls and the ceiling. And like I said, people got so mad. A lot of people liked it, but a lot of people were like, you're dumb, you're gonna ruin it, you can't do this. And I'm like, the lady asked me to do it. Like she paid me good money to clean her house that way. I'm so sorry it offended you. It should be like common knowledge. Like if you have a popcorn ceiling, you obviously can't do what I'm doing. But
That is so crazy. Like what? So from there, from the bucket and the mop that has nothing to do with WAP.
wop wop wop.
Um, so then you exploded, and so when we met, I think you already have like about 60K
I think I'm at
followers.
like 58,000 followers right now, which
Wow.
baffles me because I can barely stand myself. So I don't know why.
No, I think that as you've said, like you're very, very relatable. Um, because when you did a video, which is how we met, when you did the video for a serial killer, I was like, oh my God, like, nobody ever talked about my game like this ever. But that's how I want my game to be talked about. Like that's how I want people to see my game as like, your bail out of jail card or your therapy because you can't afford real therapy. And that to me, like I'm just very thankful that finally somebody understood like what I'm trying to do.
My boyfriend laughed at it because, like, I don't know if you've noticed, like, when we talk, I'm usually more, I've told you this before, like, on camera, I'm like, it's the bartender version of me that I cultivated for 9 years. Like, I like to be the bubbly person, but, like, if I'm alone, I'm so quiet and, like, nonchalant. But, like, I like to, I'm an emotional sponge. So if I'm around somebody, I'm going to be, like, more upbeat. But for some reason, when I got your game, and I was like, I'm gonna post about it just because, like, why not? And I was very deadpan voice, like this is the most messed up game ever. Like not trying to be
Yeah,
bubbly,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You were not. Yeah, you
not
were not
bubbly.
like trying to sell it at all. Like you were
Mm-mm.
just be like, "This is up," and
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
showing you
funny.
what I'm trying to do right now.
When did you? I'm curious. When did you release your game? I don't think we've ever actually talked about like when you dropped your game because I had
Yeah.
seen it advertised long before I bought it.
So I actually came up with my game January 2023. I thought about it for the very first time while we were driving to Costco. Like it just came to me and I told my partner, "Hey, I think I just came up with a card game in my head." And he's like used to that because he's like he knows that his boyfriend is like psychotic sometimes, right? Like I talk in my head and I create things in my head and I'll just translate it later. Sometimes I'm not able to express it as much as clearly as I want to, but he gets it. So he just says like, okay, write it down so we can play it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it was actually it's so funny because this project is actually the first ever project that I actually took all the way to the end. Like it's always with me, like sewing or like bodybuilding or anything that I get myself into. Like I would be so good in the beginning, and then just
You
move
lose the
on to other.
passion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
But this one, while I was writing the content, I was laughing the entire time. So I was having so much fun writing it. And I'm like, true, like after a month, like I'm ready to print this out. And so it launched on Kickstarter. So I came up with it January. It launched on Kickstarter April. Because I'm so dumb, of course I launched it on April 1st, right?
Oh, geez.